Honestly, this place is just insane.
Our car has arrived.
Wow.
Look at this view.
One thing we always try and do is get an apartment in the centre.
So this is historical city center of Sintra.
Which is about half an hour drive from Lisbon.
Usually people come here for one-day tour, but we are here for 3 nights. So we'll try to show you as much as we can.
Let's go.
In this area you have a lot of nice restaurants and cafes, and you can buy a souvenir here. This is Sintra National Palace. We're not planning to go inside, we just wanna look around as we're planning to go today to the Pena Palace. But it's very pretty, so check it out.
So we're on our way to Pena Palace. Definitely the craziest Tuk Tuk journey we've ever had.
He didn't care about the safety.
So it took about, what, 10 minutes? 10 minutes from the centre, €5, or it's around about an hour and 15-minute trek. But yeah.
He said it's going to be very slow, right?
Yeah, slow ride, he promised. It was fun. Okay, so tickets to the palace is €14 each. Let's go. Even once you get out of the Tuk Tuk, you enter the grounds. It's a very steep incline all the way to the palace. When you get to the top of the hill, you are greeted with this view. First impressions are that it looks like something that a kid's drawn, the kind of castle that you would see in a fairy tale. Very colourful, very crazy looking.
I don't think this king is very strong and ambitious.
Yeah, it doesn't really scream masculinity, does it? I like it.
Jokes aside, many people love this palace and millions of tourists come to visit it every year. Pena Palace is one of the most recognizable tourist attractions in Portugal. The palace is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. The construction took place between 1842 and 1854. King Ferdinand asked German architect Schwiger to build a palace in the Romantic style that would serve as a summer residence for the Portuguese royal family.
Honestly, this place is just insane. You can see behind me we're up in the clouds. In the distance, back that way you have the city, and behind you just got quite a few people taking photos. But the design of this place, the colours, it's really pretty. But yeah, beautiful. So the weather in Sintra is absolutely crazy. 5 minutes it's raining, 5 minutes later sunny, hot. You wear shorts, you wear a jumper. I mean, it's currently raining. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Not ideal, but it's quite warm. And the good thing about rain is the whole place just becomes really empty and you can just walk around.
You cannot control the weather, so if you come to Sintra, it might be raining, even if it's June, and there is some weird people hiding from the rain.
And just stay dry.
Come to Sintra, they said. It's gonna be fun, they said. And look at us. Well, Martin believes that it's gonna be sunny soon. Let's see. So the problem with this castle, it's so pretty, you wanna have picture in every corner. It's very nice. I guess when it's not raining, it's perfect. Tell me you are English without telling me you're English.
What's nice about this today is we're pretty much the only people inside the building, so we have it all to ourselves.
This room is my favorite, it's so pretty.
Not really my thing. You're just walking around the museum. I think I mentioned this in Sarajevo. It's not like that. Got a rope, put some glass, perspex. I don't care. I want to go play with the perfume balls. Bed. Mirror next to the bed. Kinky. Bed for a king, but it's definitely not king size. Yeah, so the idea of this room was it was painted to give the illusion of a bigger space. Like, the ceiling's really pretty. The rest of the room reminds me of my nana's house.
I think this is how the king looked like. Men are kids, and this castle is a perfect example. And Martin is the second example. I don't think I want to go outside. I think it's horrible. And it's a shame because I don't think we're going to enjoy the gardens today.
In total, we've been here about 2.5 hours. Plenty to do, lots to see. Just having a walk around, and that's just the castle. There's still a load of grounds around, but I think because of the weather, it's on and off with rain. Very foggy, so we're just going to head back down to the centre. So in total, it cost us €10 to come up to the palace in the Tuk Tuk, another €14 each for entrance, and we imagine another €10 to get back down to the centre. So you're talking around €50 to get up here and come enjoy the sights.
If you're on a budget, the whole thing can cost you $7.50. You just need to hike up here and just pay the cheapest price for entrance.
Yep, but we're too lazy, so we took the Tuk Tuk up. We're going to take it back down.
The nature is so beautiful here, it's so green. So I feel a little bit sad because we're not going to explore the gardens, but the weather is not great and it's quite cold, so we're a little bit tired.
Sintra needs to make up its mind with the weather. 1 minute it's like cloudy and cold and you're like, oh, let's put a jumper on. And then the sun comes out and you're like, oh, t-shirt weather. He just needs to make up his mind because I don't know what to wear.
And what to do?
Yeah, do we go for a long walk in a t-shirt and enjoy the sun? Or do you go around the corner and then it starts being windy and raining again? Like, what is wrong with you, Sintra? Like, you need help.
The weather has improved, the fog is cleared, and now we're going to head to the Moorish castle. So it says 47 minutes to go up. I think it just started and I'm already tired.
Google says 13 minutes. Sign says 47. We've done 3 and I'm already dead. I mean, should we just take a tuk-tuk?
No, let's hike.
What? Let's stick to the signs.
Martin is very tempted, I can see. No, we're gonna do it proper way.
It lasted 5 minutes. Tuk-tuk.
The seat belts are free of charge, okay?
The entrance to the Moorish castle cost €8 per person. So let's go and see. The walk to the castle is so pretty. Feels like you are in some kind of fairy tale. Castle is a fortress built by Moors between 9th and 10th century on a high hill overlooking Sintra. Moors are Muslim people of northwest Africa who dominated the Iberian Peninsula, today's Spain and Portugal, between the 8th and the 15th centuries. The Moorish period in Portugal lasted until the 12th century, when the Arabs were expelled by Catholic armies. This fortress was a strategic position for defending both the surrounding territory and the maritime access routes to the city of Lisbon.
Nowadays, people come to enjoy the views and walk on its famous walls that snake across the hills. It's definitely not my thing, but this is pretty, like being in this spot now and seeing around and being able to see down, that's nice. But just walking around the grounds, I don't know, I get bored quite easily.
Okay.
There's nothing against this place, it's
Just you.
I'm the same in any kind of place like this, but it's pretty.
So Matt, which is your favorite? Moors Castle or Pena Palace?
Pena Palace.
We spent around an hour at Moorish Castle. It's nice if you wanna see an amazing view overlooking Sintra. From here as well you can see the Pena Palace. For me it's too windy if you're up there and I was a little bit cold. We used the Tuk Tuk to come here and now we're using this trail to go down. So pretty. As you can see we are not very lazy people. We walk as well.
Where's Tuk Tuk?
He didn't say that. It's actually very pretty.
No, I don't mind. Downhill.
Downhill is always easier.
And at the bottom of this path, there's somewhere with a coffee.
It's nice, but it's so sweet. Today we came to the town. It's not very touristy area, but there are a lot of shops and cafes. It has more small town vibes. You cannot see the castles anymore. No, not the greatest weather to be
You see
here.
the end of the street. Let's
So-
go get coffee.
Yeah, let's get a coffee. The coffee here is $1.20 and in the touristy place it was €2.
So for the first time since we've been here, we managed to get up on time and we're out of the house quite early. It's definitely better to do this because if you walk around the town, there's not really many tourists here yet on their day trips from Lisbon. So yeah, let's go.
We are about to go inside Quinta da Regaleira, which is around 10-minute walk from historical center. Carvalho Monteiro bought this land in 19th century and he built this magnificent estate full of symbols. Monteiro was a well-known Freemason. With Italian architect Luigi Manini, he created a property that consists of a romantic palace and chapel,
And a luxurious mystery park that features wells, waterfalls, a lake, grottos and many more incredible constructions filled with symbols which are linked to Masonry, the Knight Templar and more. One of the biggest attractions is the initiation well, also known as the inverted tower. It's not actually a real well and has never served as a water source. Instead, it was used for ceremonial purposes that included tower initiation rites. It is believed that the Templar initiations began with candidates entering one of the initiation wells. The candidate would arrive blindfolded, not knowing where he was, with a sword to his heart.
At the bottom you can see 8-pointed star.
If you look inside the star, you'll actually see the Templar cross. Once at the bottom, you've got a series of caves, and you'd have to choose your own path, all the way until you find the light. Once here, they'll walk on water, just like Jesus Christ. The initiate would walk across stones in the water to reach the chapel, where they would then be welcomed into the brotherhood.
So this is Quinta da Regaleira Chapel. It's not one chapel, but two chapels. There is one chapel underneath, and this is upper chapel that has so many symbols, and it was so important for the Templars. For initiate, the temple that is downstairs is the one that mattered. Inside the upper chapel you can see so many symbols. The altar inside has a resurrected Christ because Templars did not believe in a dead Christ. It's so pretty, it's so green, there are so many flowers, look at all these beautiful details. There is interesting history about this place, there are so many symbols, and I believe that if you wanna come here and explore and enjoy this place, I think like you should have more than 2 hours here. So we are inside the Millionaire Palace, Monteiro, and our final thoughts.
I think this has been my favourite place out of everywhere we've been in Sintra.
Well done to Italian architect Luigi.
Okay, so we're going to end our time in Sintra by taking one of these little cars and we're going to head to the coast. Hey, let's go, let's go!
On the Central Coast. The beach is famous for its excellent conditions for practicing surfing bodyboard.
So we brought the car down to the coast. It would actually be really nice to spend some more time here. It looks nice, weather's good.
And we wanted to do something different in Sintra, not just the palace.
Yeah, I really want to go in the water. But yeah, come check it out. Definitely be good to come and have a day here. Now we gotta go back in this bad boy.
I really like this car, and I think it's so nice because everyone who sees us always smiling. It's super cute. So if you wanna impress a girl, forget about Ferrari and Lamborghini, just have a little car. Mini Lamborghini. Do you wanna ride?
Okay, so final thoughts on the car. If you have time to do it, I'd recommend hiring it for the day and maybe visiting the beach for a few hours. So in total, we've been here 3 days. You can do all of the main sites within the day, but for us, we definitely think taking your time and spreading it out over at least 2 days is the way to go. And then if you have time, then yeah, also take the car, head down to the coast.
I guess our adventure in Portugal is finished for now, but I'm sure we'll come back here at some point.
Ooh, ghosts. This crazy building. Crazy building. Let me talk. Take 2 because someone forgot to press record. Take down my shoes. And then Zach in the foot. Well, look at this. Look at this.
This is
Like a Donald Trump head. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. He asked if we wanted to share. I was like, no.
This is how you do drone shots.
Just go, just go.
This is a perfect setup to leave your bags, and if you have an annoying boyfriend, you can leave it here.
These are huge.